It's been a hot second since I made a video, so I started testosterone 2.5 months ago. So I just really want to update all the changes that I've noticed. Like, changes, I mean like very little changes. Um, but I called to get an appointment with a group called Spectrum Medical Group in Phoenix, Arizona, which is quite a drive from where I live, but you know, I wanted to go the distance to get this super important part of my life and my identity. They said it was a 7 to 8 month waiting list, so I asked to be put on the list, and then they told me we can call this other clinic who helps trans people and gets hormones in them. It's a primary care, so it's not exactly an endocrinologist, but they put me in through there, and I got an appointment 2 weeks later. Unfortunately, I lost my job that I've been at for 2 years as a kitchen manager. I lost that. So that was a major setback. I had to keep pushing my appointment from February down to March. So March 2nd, I got cleared for testosterone. I had my letter ready from my therapist. The doctor was super nice. She did not question anything. She was like, yo, you want testosterone? Alright, I can give it to you if you have your letter. So I gave her my letter and she prescribed me testosterone. She told me the changes that I'll see and that it varies depending on our genetics and how much I take. So I drove all the way in the opposite direction for an hour to get my little testosterone. It's in, if it will focus, it's in sesame oil, so it makes it easier to inject. And then they also gave me standard needles to inject it with. These ones, you don't switch the needle tip like some of them. It's just one size. And then there's thousands of videos of people shooting testosterone. So it's basically the same with that. If I ever get someone to help me, I would videotape it so people could see it, I guess, if people were interested in that. So I was originally put on a 0.5 milliliter dose every 2 weeks, but 4 to 5 days before my second shot, I would get extremely lethargic and irritable, so I asked to switch it to every week. We did blood tests, and she said that my testosterone level was at 163, and she lowered my prescription by half, so I take 0.25 milliliters every week, so it's on every Fridays that I inject. I usually do it in the morning right after I get out of the shower because I'm clean. So yeah, I'm on 0.25 now. Some changes I've noticed was a little bit of body hair growth, just like the smallest amount, but because I was watching, you know, it was more noticeable. My happy trail, a little bit on my shins. Asians are notoriously not hairy, so there wasn't that much growth, I guess. Another thing, my voice dropped just a little bit, that people who haven't seen me in a couple months noticed it, and they said that I'm sounding less feminine, which is good. I pass about 50% of the time. And then TMI warning, because we're going downstairs. Bottom growth, like the first week, immediately I noticed it. My sex drive went up. I did have a boyfriend at the time, but dumped him, so now it's kind of just a solo one-shot me, I guess. But basically, it's not too crazy. It's not like I'm humping things. It's more like I get sexual urges, and whether or not I deal with them, you know. Muscle growth, I gained a lot of weight since I started testosterone. When I went into the clinic, I was at 114, and I'm 5'5". Now I am 130, 131, around there. I'm still the same height. So yeah, I gained a significant amount of muscle, but then again, I also go to the gym and I like to weightlift. My appetite increased a lot, so I was eating like regular meals. Before I would only eat when I was hungry, and even then it was really small amounts, and I had a past with body dysphoria and eating disorders, so it was kind of a struggle, and then I got used to it. Those are all the main changes I've noticed. I'm hoping more stuff comes along the way as I almost hit my 3-month mark. My parents have accepted that I'm taking testosterone now. They know that I want to get top surgery eventually, and they know I have big plans that involve a lot of money. So they're not exactly as vocal about not liking it, since they know that I won't stop until I guess till the end of my life, since I'm gonna have to take testosterone for a while. I also noticed that there was not that much Korean/Asian trans representation, so I was kind of hoping to change that. I bought a little diary thing to write changes, and I used to do it more weekly when I was more excited, but now I only do it monthly. Just like little changes I've noticed, any changes in my prescription, etc. Updates on life. Life kind of sucked in the beginning of the year. I lost my job. I was in a lot of manipulative and abusive relationships and friendships, so I cut off all those people. I fell into a major depression looking for another job. But a month-ish later, I found another job with better pay and a much better management. Like, all the staff is super great. I work in a steakhouse as an expediter, so I basically garnish plates, get them ready for servers, communicate between front of house, back of house. It's a pretty easy job compared to what I used to do at my old job when I was the manager. I think that's pretty much it, and I was gonna keep making update videos. I don't have anything to record this stuff except for my phone, so it's kind of a one-shot deal when I record these. But I just wanted to give you guys an update, and I'm hoping that if anyone else sees this, that they'll feel more encouraged, I guess. But let's see how long it takes me to make another video. Alright.